Hello guys, my name is Stefan. I know many of you have heard about global warming, but how many of you actually believe that the effects of global warming are happening to us now? One of the major effects of global warming is the greenhouse gas effect. Cars started this problem back when they were invented by releasing CO2 fumes into the atmosphere from their emissions. With everyone driving a car these days, it tends to speed up the process of the greenhouse gas effect. Power plants are one of the biggest sources of CO2 emissions. They have produced over 2 billion metric tons per year. Time magazine has multiple magazines describing global warming and its effects on us as people. That's where I got this information. This nifty pie chart gives you a breakdown of the major greenhouse gases from people's activities, with carbon dioxide being number one at 64.3%. Some of the solutions of the greenhouse gas effect. We could start by carpooling to work, or going back to bicycles or other primary modes of transportation. Researchers are also looking into a fuel such as the corn fuel that is less detrimental to the environment. There are also movements in order to find a new renewable energy source that will not hurt the planet, such as wind, solar, and hydrokinetic. Hydrokinetic being the use of water in order to produce energy. Deforestation cuts into the greenhouse gas effect because the trees absorb CO2 and produce O2, which we need to breathe. If we continue to cut down the forest like we are, the CO2 will get trapped inside the atmosphere, therefore heating up the planet. We use trees from everything from home repairs, school supplies, and even to heat our own houses in the form of firewood. Less trees means less O2 for us, and also means extinction of key species in the chain of life. Without these species, we could end up looking at extinction over time. Some of the solutions to deforestation would be to switch to recycled or certified sustainable wood products. Second, would cost us nothing at all, which is to spread the word about deforestation and what it does to us. You can do this by reaching out to family, friends, co-workers, anybody who will listen, pretty much. If we can persuade the government to enforce stricter forest laws so that people cannot illegally cut down trees, that would save a lot of time and effort. This information was provided by Greenpeace, which is a non-profit charity that's trying to get more people informed about global warming. I know all of you like meat. Having excessive farm animals used for food can actually affect our planet. With the growing population that we have, we need more and more livestock, and they are actually the biggest producers of the methane gas that we talked about earlier. This gas is one of the deadly gases that will eventually doom our planet. The methane gas is released, as you know, from the animal's rear end, and is responsible for around 20% of the world's total methane emissions. Some solution to the excess farm animals. I know I'm a big fan of meat. I know many of you are too. But if we could eat less meat and find something like a veggie burger that has the same taste and outcome, it would be a huge step in the right direction. Also, if we were to feed these livestock animals a diet of carbohydrate-rich foods, their methane production would be less than a quarter of what it is now. The Stanford biochemist Patrick has also made a burger, the veggie burger, made entirely of plants, that uses a chemical compound called heme. It's said to taste like meat, bleed like meat, and even have the texture of meat. But being a plant-based, it also helps save our planet and cut down on the methane emissions from the farm animals. The source comes from the site CNET. Patrick has also founded his own company called Impossible Foods, in which he strives to make veggie burgers that will taste just like meat. In conclusion, I know this is a lot to take in and change, but if we all could take small steps, we could eventually change the planet for the better. If not for ourselves, we should do it for the future generations that come after us. And remember, global warming is happening, whether you believe it or not. The question is, how will you deal with it?